Everyone, I hope so you are guys having a good time. Today in this video I will try to discuss online application form tips and tricks, a step-by-step guidelines. But before that, I would suggest you to make a contact with me. If you have any questions or queries, please feel free to ask me and I would more happy to help you guys. And don't forget about the deadline, which is the 4th of Feb 2024. For first step, you just have to go to the Google. In the search bar, just write the name of the program and then click on the first option, or you can directly go on the apply button. When you click on the program, this is the home screen of the page, and here I would suggest you to read all the instructions which is given on the program website. What are the documents required and how is the eligibility criteria? And if you are confident enough that you know everything, just go on how to apply option, and when you click on that one, this screen will appear, and here are the two options. I would suggest you to go both of them. First is the admission timetable, where you can see the deadline of the program, 4th of Feb, initial selection, which is the 1st of March, and the interview's date and the final selection. Here, I would discuss about the email address which is given on the program website. This email is under the control of the coordinator, which she is right now is on holidays, and she will be back on Tuesday, 9th of January. She is really cooperative and very helpful. If you have any questions regarding application, regarding documents, and regarding anything else which is relevant to the program or relevant to the application, just make yourself confident enough to make a contact with her, and she will help you in all procedures. Now, this is the online application form which will be available on the portal. When you click on it, here you have to give the answers of 23 questions, and some of them they are very easy. I got some messages from Facebook, and some of students they are finding in difficulty to give the answers. So I decided to make a video for you guys. And in first question, you just have to select the title. In second and third question, even in the fourth one, you have to give the name which is present on your passport, and your date of birth, your email address. Here I would suggest you to use a valid email address. Try to go with the Hotmail or with the Gmail. If you have Yahoo or other email address, you can use that as well. But during the time of initial selection, during the time of interview, and the final selection, don't forget to check your spam folder, because this has happened with me in the last year. And in the telephone number, just you have to mention it, but don't forget to add your country code. And in the nationality section, if you are international student, you have to give the name of your country. For example, here I wrote the country name of Pakistan, because I belong from there. And in the 10th part, you have to select, or you have to give the names of all those destinations which you visited but last 12 months. So if you visited in any place in last 5 months or last 6 months, then you don't have to mention that one. But if it is more than 1 year, then you have to do it. And in the eligibility criteria, English proficiency test, which is the IELTS, which is mandatory for the non-UK based students, I mean the international students, it has an overall score band of 6.5, which is basic requirement. And if you believe you guys have a graduation degree in English and you can provide the English proficiency letter, you can make a contact with the coordinator and ask her either you are eligible on the basis of your English proficiency letter or not. And in the next question, which is 12, you have to give a statement of 100 word approximately. Don't forget about this one. And you have to show how your previous education is best or exact or are relevant with aquaculture related studies, maybe the marine science, environmental studies, aquatic biology, fisheries, or marine resource. In fees and funding section, I got mostly questions about this one. In 13th, you have to select fully funded scholarship, which means you are going to apply for Erasmus Mundus scholarship. But if you believe if you have enough financial resources, or is there any other external funding organization which is going to fund you, then you go to the other options. For example, if you select bursary, then you have to give the answers of these questions from 14 to onward. But in my case, I as selected, I'm going to apply for fully funded, I mean Erasmus Mundus scholarship. Then just write NA in all these questions up to 17. Otherwise, in case of external funding organization, you have to provide the details of that organization, or even if your family member is going to fund you, you also have to provide the basic details along with documents. In 18th, you have to provide the time which is available for you guys for the interview, and the dates for the interview is in March. Here I'm going to remind you again, don't forget to check your emails as well as your spam folders. In 19th, you also have to provide the Microsoft team details. If you don't have any account, you have to create it before the application. Now, question 20 and 21, these are the most critical part. And here you have to defend your profile, your background experience, your background educational experience, as well as your research experience if you have. You can also include your internships, and you can also include all those work based experiences which you believe are relevant to the aquaculture. And in the next one, this is a motivation statement. This is also the highly critical part of your application, and all your applications are mostly dependent on these questions, question 20 and 21. In 22, you just have to provide the marketing details, just to give the answers if you got the information for this program from the internet, from the Facebook, or from any friend. Just write the names. And in the end of this video, I'm just moving towards the end of the slides. Checklist of the documents. You have to check all the documents which are required. You can find the details on the program website as well as on this online application form portal. But here is the main thing which I want to discuss you. You have to combine all those documents in a single PDF file, and you have to send that file to this email address which is under the control of coordinator. And hopefully after getting your documents, she will be back to you. And in the documents, you have to provide CV, you have to provide one reference, that may be the professional, maybe from the organization of your research, or maybe from the academic if you are a fresh graduate. You also have to provide a copy of your passport, but make sure your passport is valid, I mean the dates. And you have to provide the copy degree of your degree and transcript. If they are not in English, you have to make them in English form. And also the IELTS English proficiency letter. And the last one is that one which I told you earlier. If you have any external funding, bursary, or family member who is going to fund you, then you also have to provide the funding details in the form of the document as well. But if you are applying for the Erasmus Mundus scholarship, just skip that button. Now, in the last part, this is the privacy notice for the application and acceptance. I suggest you to click on this link and just go to that pages. And after that, if you feel free, you are done with your application and are confident enough, just click on the submit button. And I wish you best of luck. In the last, I would say again, if you have any queries, any questions, don't um, feel shame or don't hesitate to make a contact with me, and I would be happy to assist you all throughout the procedure.